Hey, this is Rick and welcome back to my channel, Fibros66. From time to time I showcase some stuff that I want to share with the public. It's taken me a while to get to this point because of the stigmatism with this particular product and the way people basically think about it. The old school people are kind of dying off now, so the new generations are a little more hip to it, shall we say, and a little more relaxed. This is on medical marijuana cannabis, to be exact. CBD, you've heard of CBD oil, it's the newest craze now. Well, CBD is in marijuana cannabis, and THC is the properties that give you the high and the euphoria of it. But medical marijuana, you can get different strains of it. And the way I look at it, my saying is a different strain for a different pain. I have some medical issues. You know, my channel is Fibros66. And if you know anyone with fibromyalgia, we have a whole host of issues that come along with it. I also have disc degeneration issues. I've got radiating pain all the time from my neck to my back, and cervical issues and pain down my arms at all times. So this has been the best thing besides a pain regimen that my doctor has hooked me up on for pain specialists. But I don't like taking those pain pills all the time. And to be honest with you, the doctors are now really starting to cut back on this stuff because they're worried about their license, because of all the opioid addictions out there and people that are dying from it, and they're getting addicted to it from just, breaking your leg and getting on pain pills, and then you're addicted for life because you are a compulsive type person, that these doctors are getting away from it. And it happened to me. I was on some pain pills and a doctor has throttled me back. I'm not a major drug user or anything like that. I'm in my mid-50s. So these are some products that I've come across in my journey of the CBD marijuana. I'm in Delaware. Delaware has a medical marijuana program, and the way you work it out is you have to go online. You look up the medical marijuana program for the state of Delaware. It will send you to an application. You bring that application to your doctor of choice. If they're on board, if they're not on board, then you have to try to search for a doctor that will be on board, that believes in using medical marijuana for your particular issues. There is certain criteria, mainly pain, cancer, other different ailments that the state will not allow you to be on the program unless you meet that criteria. The criteria is stringent. It's going to cost you $125 a year to keep your medical license, and you still have to buy your product. People think that because you get a prescription, more or less, to buy from these dispensaries that are all over the state, and we only have 3 now. Luckily, we have 3 now. There's one in Wilmington, Delaware, one now just opened up in Smyrna, Delaware, and there's another one down in Lewis, Delaware. But you have to buy these yourself, and there's not a lot. This is called the dry bud, and it comes in with a code on there, a number that's associated with your account, and you have to purchase this out of your own pocket. This particular strain is called the Afghan Skunk Haze. And when you sit down with the specialists at these compassion centers, this was First State Compassion Center, it will tell you different things like the THC content and the CBD content, and then how much is actually in this particular package. It's only 3.5 grams. 3.5 grams doesn't last you long if you're really in major chronic pain all the time. I try to use this because it's not cheap. That's $50. Because I try to use this as a last case resort. If my meds don't seem to be working, or I'm over medicated and it's not working, then I'll use my THC CBD from my medical marijuana. This is another one. This is called Jet Fuel. This was $45. Sometimes you find sales on this stuff. You see the THC on this is 8.8 and the CBD is 9.1. And this was 3.5 grams also. And it says down there, for medical use only, not for resale. There's different ways you can use a dry product. You use it with a water bowl. You can use it with a vaporizer. This is a dried herb pen. This is another water bowl. You don't have to stock a whole bunch of stuff around your house. They can be discreet. You can roll it up like a cigarette, like you used to see back in the days. You can get the rolling papers and roll it up. I choose not to do that. I just showcase this product here. It's called Pocket Wick, and it's great. And it's made out of hemp and beeswax. Has a nice smell to it. Instead of trying to use one of these Bic lighters or something like that where you're ingesting harmful chemicals. So I just wanted to give everybody a little heads up on it. I can go into further detail. I don't really want to restrict my channel if I really go into stuff here. I think think we're okay with just showcasing what I have here and explaining a little bit. There are also edibles besides the dry that would be chewables, almost like candy, chocolate, if you don't want to smoke it, but you'll still get it into your system by ingesting it, and it's not harmful for you. You're finding now that the laws and regulations are really loosening up all throughout the country. I imagine someday Delaware will then become legal, hopefully, for just recreational use, and you don't have to have a license. The license process is a lengthy process, and trying to get your doctors on board, sometimes they have that old stigmatism of the old pot, and you're going to be a pothead, and I don't want you smoking all this stuff. Well, it's different. Like I said, with these different strains for different pains, it's a little different than it was back when we were all younger. I mean, I was born in the 60s, so kind of gives you a little idea. So I just wanted to bring a little more awareness to it. If anybody has any questions, I can delve a little bit further, but you just go to that site online for Delaware Medical Marijuana and follow their steps. If you don't make a lot of money, you're on disability, or you're not holding a job and you're not showing a lot of income, there's a certain criteria, well, they'll waive the license fee of the $125 based on your income. So that may be to your advantage, if you call it an advantage, for lack of funds. But how these work, this is a silicone water pipe, and the reason why I like this, they're easy to clean out. Silicone is BPA free, won't hurt you. You can take it apart. Dishwasher safe if you're really panicking about it, but usually just soap and water and you're good to go. This is basically a strainer here, like a screen. It's got a series of holes punched in it. You put your dry material right there. It's got a little breather hole here, like a vent, and you fill your water up to right about this level here, and you breathe back in here as you're lighting this right here with your dry material in there, and you pull a suction right back, and you'll almost hear it sounding like a bubbler. It'll bubble. That's one type. This is another type. It has a glass bowl instead of the metal bowl, like this. I have an extra one here so you can see it. These are easy to clean out though. Same concept, except it's glass. Your flower, which is basically what these are buds from the flower. As long as you don't grind them down or anything, they'll stay right in there and they won't fall through. And you put that right on there. And this is the same type of design. I believe these run you under $30, sometimes up to $50. You can get those big glass bongs that they call them. That's up to you. I'm a little more discreet. I keep these in an area where they're not right out in the open. The stigmatism is still out there, and I don't share this with everyone, so this is the first time I've actually shared it with the public. But I feel strongly about this, that I think it will help you if you have chronic pain, chronic anxiety, depression, things of that nature. So hey, I hope this video was helpful for you. Maybe gives you a little bit more insight. Hopefully you're legal in your state. Hopefully it's coming soon. Please share with your friends on this video. Give me some feedback. Give me a thumbs up, a like. Let me know how it's working for you. I hope the video was instructional as much as I could go here without getting flagged. Please share with your friends, and I wish you all health and prosperity. Take care.